L-citrulline might be one of the most underrated supplements on the market today, but most people don't even know what it is or what it does. So as an exercise scientist, I'm going to give you a breakdown on one of my favorite supplements, citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid commonly found in fruits like watermelon, so if you're someone like me, you might be getting a lot of citrulline during the summertime. And it's produced naturally in your body. Your kidneys take that citrulline, turn it into arginine, which gets converted into nitric oxide, which increases vasodilation or blood flow. This means that your blood vessels open up, giving you bigger and better pumps. And it'll actually decrease your blood pressure by doing so. And if you're someone who's struggling in the downstairs department, it can also help in that. And let me just say, even someone without ED can have some benefits. I know from experience it was very solid. The good news is some research does show that it can help with more MPS or muscle protein synthesis and can help with some intestinal conditions. And there's some compelling research out there that shows that blood flow, even at the capillary level, can make an increase in amount of muscle hypertrophy, meaning more gains for you in total. But if citrulline is converted into arginine in your body, why not just take arginine already? The benefit of taking citrulline versus arginine is that whenever you take citrulline, more of it gets converted into arginine, meaning if you were to just take arginine alone and citrulline alone, you'll have more arginine production with the citrulline, meaning there's really no reason to ever take arginine. Just take your citrulline. Now, I recommend taking between 3 to 6 grams of citrulline. I've done up to 9, but really you won't feel much of a difference after 6 grams. However, if you want the best pumps, 6 grams is usually that sweet spot, though effects should be noticeable even with 3 grams. But unfortunately, it's not a performance enhancer, so you're not going to get any extra reps as if you would with creatine. However, there's no known side effects as of now, and the only people who really shouldn't be taking it is people who are on ED medication or if you have any type of blood pressure medication, as taking citrulline with that can dangerously lower your blood pressure levels. Now, just like with any supplement, there's going to be hyper responders, non-responders, and people right around in the middle. So if you take it and feel absolutely no pumps, you're either very low body fat, maybe didn't have enough sodium or carbs, or you're just a non-responder and doesn't work for you. And then there's other people on the end of the spectrum where you're getting such a crazy pump, it's actually a little bit too much and you want to lower your dosage. Especially for powerlifting, you don't want to get the craziest quad pump ever because it's just going to decrease your range of motion, you're going to have some other issues. But if you're purely training for hypertrophy, I'd say go ahead. Now, oftentimes you'll see Citrulline Malate rather than just citrulline, and that's just L-citrulline bound with a malic acid. But I don't feel this is really necessary because you're going to find malic acid in things like apples, grapes, bananas, strawberries, broccoli, and literally a bunch of other foods. Now, the reason why companies sell this is because it's more absorbable, and there's a study showing that there's an increase in grip strength when citrulline is with malic acid. However, that's Citrulline DL Malate, which is not quite the same thing as what companies sell you, which is just malic acid powder and citrulline powder, and they just mix it up rather than having the actual bound compound. So overall, just buy your citrulline because then you have to worry about the dosages and the ratios, and you don't want to worry about that. Now, I have to disclose that there still needs to be a lot more research on how a good pump or more blood flow increases more muscle protein synthesis, or at least help with those pathways. Right now, there's some research suggesting it could help. There's not a whole lot of research saying that it definitely will. But I've never met a bodybuilder who's told me,
"Oh, I don't want to get pumps in the gym, and I definitely don't want to please my girl later."
It's as satisfying to me as coming is. I mean, it's terrific, right?
So, for the most part, citrulline's safe. It's mostly effective, at least for most people. And there's really no side effects to be worried about unless you're taking things like nitrates. I personally take citrulline with a carb and electrolyte, so like a Gatorade. Mix that in before a workout, and the pumps are actually just insane. So it's great for arm days especially. And make sure to comment what supplement I should review next.